10 days from now, the moment of recording this is March 5th, 2026. So 10 days from March 5th. On March 15th, I'll be running my first marathon. I've run 2 half marathons before this. One was the Ocean Isle half marathon, which we had to run virtually because it was during coronavirus. Like, it was late summer, early fall of 2020, if I remember correctly. It was during 2020, and we was like, yeah, we can't gather, so we just had to run it on your own and just clock it yourself. I did that with my then girlfriend, now wife. She wanted to do a half marathon just as a bucket list item for herself. Neither one of us had ever done long distance running. We both grew up as athletes. We both played sports at elementary school, middle school, high school, and then also intramurals during college. But none of my experiences included long distance running. Never did cross country, never did anything above a 200 or a triple jump or a shot put in track and field. So, what I look like running 1,300 miles just because? I'm paying to run a long distance. I didn't get it at first. I only did it because I was supporting her, because she wanted to do it. So I said, all right. We're both athletic. We're both fit. Now, long distance running fit, that's a whole different type of training. So we did that. And then come 2024, the DC Half Marathon comes about because one of her younger sisters wanted to do it. And so she did it with a friend of hers. And then she brought my wife, and then my wife brought me in. She was like, well, we did it once, we do it again, right? Now, something clicked. Something clicked towards the end of my second half marathon. Get to the finish line, or close to the finish line, and I think I could keep going. I'm in my brain, I'm saying, I can run through the finish line and keep going. What does this mean? What are these feelings that I have? Why do I suddenly want to run farther? Cut to 2025. And I believe I registered for it in like January 2025. I registered for my first marathon. It is the Tobacco Trail Marathon in Raleigh, North Carolina. So, is it Tobacco Trail or Tobacco Road? Wait a minute, let me mix that up. Because there's a Tobacco Trail in Durham. Tobacco Road? Where's Tobacco Trail? Yeah, it's Tobacco Road Marathon, not Tobacco Trail. Tobacco Trail's in Durham. So I signed up for the Tobacco Road Marathon. And I do this alone. My wife was like, you got it. My sister-in-law was like, you got it. I have no intention of running a marathon. So I said, this is going to be a dope challenge for myself. Something I can say I did it. I ran a full marathon. So, and actually, let me backtrack. I think I registered for it in like November of 2024 for a March 2025 race. So I think, yeah, if I get the timing of that correct. Either way, I'm training by myself. I think I'm doing something. get all the way to race day, and there was a tropical storm that disrupted the race specifically for the full marathon runners. Half marathon runners, they were able to race if they wanted to, but there were a lot of people who deferred to the 2026 race. So now we're here. It's March 2026. The weather shouldn't be an issue this time. And I'm about to run my first full marathon. And I'm actually excited. Not gonna hold you. I'm more than ready to just get it over with. If you know what I'm saying, if you catch my drift. Because this is a race 2 years in the making. And there was a point in my training where I just straight up just stopped. I just stopped. What was different about this go around, I made sure to start early. Got a head start on my training. And I actually joined a running group. Trained through fall 2025. It was amazing. Having a running group was amazing for accountability. It was incredible being able to just run with other people. It honestly felt like after school athletics in middle school and high school for me. Played a lot of sports growing up. And after school, we go to practice. Go to practice from 3:30 to 5. And then boom. That's that. So on Tuesdays was our running night. So Tuesdays for workout, and then Saturdays was our long run day. And it was amazing because there was a wide range of people who ran shorter distances for racing. Was 5K, 10K, and then you had your half, and then you had your full people. And it was just amazing just seeing everybody else working out and reaching their goals and hearing about people's race outcomes and seeing how the run club or the run group genuinely helped them maintain, improve, or just get back into the swing of things after not running for a while. And just the camaraderie that was built. So going through fall 2025, it was sensational. Training was on one. Get to January, you get through December, push through holiday season, and I get to January. It's like, all right, well, it's just me. I'm out here. I'm gonna run a little bit. But when I tell you I go from running twice a week minimum, I go from running twice a week in the fall to running like once almost every 2 weeks, maybe twice every 2 weeks. And then don't even get me started on February. February, I fell off. Straight up and down, I fell off. My wife pointed it out, and I was like, all right, I get it. I get it. I know. Because we did a lot of traveling. Like half of February was spent away. But the runner gonna run. Did this runner run? I did not bring my running shoes with me. No, I knew that while we were traveling, with all of the uncertainties of schedule and making sure that all the time spent was for family time, I knew I was gonna run. And the thing is, the training that I was gonna be doing and that I was doing in January and February, it legit was just really long runs. 15 miles, 18 miles, 21, 23 miles. And I hadn't experienced that type of training before, ever. Like really setting aside time to run 21 miles. Like deliberately just like that's the whole day. That's the whole day. I wasn't mentally prepared for what that would take for me to be training while traveling. It just wasn't feasible. I wasn't going to do it. It was possible, but it wasn't feasible. No, I'm not spending 8 hours running in the freezing cold when I could be hanging out with family that I don't get to see regularly. So, get back home, March, I run 3 miles, solid. Then I run 6 miles, solid. My body remembers. My body remembers. I know that getting into race day, I understand how to pace my body. I understand that adrenaline is going to kick in. I also understand that I'm going to hit a wall. 26.2 miles will be the farthest I've ever run in my life. In training, the farthest I've ever completed is 18 miles. And that was supposed to be en route to a 20-mile run. So I stopped at 18. Because one, I didn't have proper hand wear, hand gear. So my hands were just about numb. And I said, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not. I'm gonna live to train another day. And the same thing happened again when I tried to do a 21-mile run. And the difference was the first 20 plus mile run, where I only got to about 16, 18 miles, my body shut down. Like it was actually really hard to run towards the end. And my legs were like, bro, stop it. Come on now. But then the second time I tried to go for 21 miles, and then I ended up doing like 16 miles. But the thing was, it was only because my hands were going to catch frostbite. My body, otherwise though, I was primed to keep running. But I value my hands. And it's just training. So, the farthest I've ever run in my life is 18 miles, completed. Now, full marathon is 26.2 miles. So between the adrenaline, between the additional hydration and stops along the race, the inspiration and motivation from everyone else running around me, I'm mentally ready. I'm mentally ready to run 26.2 miles. But of course, anybody who's ever run a full marathon before, they're listening to me, a rookie, blissfully unaware of the wall that I just might hit around that 20 mile mark. That's okay. I've hit walls before. I've done physical feats that, pushed me to the brink. So here's to running my first marathon in 10 days. Whatever happens is going to happen. What it's going to be is what it's going to be. But I do know I'm going to be well hydrated. I'm going to have the proper gear. I don't even listen to music while running anymore. During all of my training, no headphones. So I'm raw dogging a full marathon. And I am perfectly okay with that. And I trained for that. I trained for it. So we good. It's going to be a beautiful day. A momentous occasion. And this will be another milestone to check off in 2026 and in my adult life. But yeah, 2026 is about to be one for the books. Already off to an amazing start in Q1. So, anybody else out there running your first full marathon, I'd love to see what your story is in the comments. Like, what was your training like? How you feeling as you get close towards race day, or if race day is already passed? What was it like? What was it like for the first timers? I want to know. I would love to know. So I'll be dropping some more videos about my marathon experience. But this was just on my heart today. But I don't know how you found this video, but I appreciate you for watching. So y'all be easy, and I'll post something else.